Good morning, Jai Hind, children. Today I am going to explain Deep Water chapter line by line. It will be helpful if you keep your book with you and match with me. So the chapter start with William Douglas' first experience. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. What is YMCA? Young Men's Christian Association, Yakima, a place in Washington, USA, and treacherous means dangerous. So the writer is narrating that when he was 10 or 11 years old, he decided to join YMCA to learn swimming. Because he did not go to the Yakima River, because that river was considered dangerous, treacherous. So this shows that he had a prior fear of water. Before you start any task and you are afraid to do something, it indicates that you are having any kind of fear in your heart. So with this starting, you can notice his fear for water. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drawing in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other. The drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Mother was continuously worried. Whose mother? Yvonne. William Douglas' mother was continuously warned him not to go to that river because the river was very dangerous. Okay, so first the words, difficult words. Drop, slow from the shallow area to the deep area. Water wings, a pair of inflatable waterproof bags designed so that one can be attached to each arm. Skinny, very thin, he was very thin. Subdued, to overcome pride, self-respect. So in this passage, William's mother would warn him not to go near the Yakima River and would discuss the various incidents of drawing. He felt that the pool at YMCA was safer. The shallow area of the pool was only 2 to 3 feet deep, while the deep area was 9 feet in depth. The slope from the shallow area to the deep area was not steep. He also got a pair of water wings to prevent drowning. He did not like to wear the swimming costume, which exposed his thin legs, but as he was keen to swim, he gave up his self-respect and wore it. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water. Aversion means dislike to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the wave. Surf wave of the sea knocked me down, threw him down. Now in this passage he shared his memory. William says that he had always disliked water and recounts an old experience when he was 3 or 4 years old. He went to the beach in California with his father. They stood as a wavelength leapt towards the William stuck to his father to save himself, but the strong wave threw him down and he was covered in water. He was scared as he could not breathe. His father laughed and tried to make him feel comfortable, but the little child was scared when he realized that the waves were so powerful. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears, but in a little while, revived means brought back to mind. But in a still while, I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this too. Aping this means copying or imitating. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. To feel at ease, to be comfortable. When William joined the swimming pool at YMCA, the fear of water resurfaced in his mind. He gathered confidence by watching over other boys swim and try to copy them. He had done this twice or thrice at different occasions and had started gaining confidence when the incident happened. He had a narrow escape from death. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet, the water was still, and the tiled bottom was as white and clean as a bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, so I sat on the side of the pool to wait for other. When William reached the pool, no one was there, and so he sat on the edge waiting for other boys to arrive. He was afraid to swim all alone in the pool. As the swimming pool was empty, William could see the bottom also. It had white colored tiles on it and looked white and clean like a bathtub. I had not been there long when in came a big bruiser of a boy, probably 18 years old. He had thick hairs on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen with legs and arms that showed ripping muscles. He yelled, "Hi, Skinny! How do you do? Like to be ducked?" Bruiser, a person who is tough and aggressive. Specimen example, skinny, a thinny person, or ducked, push or plug someone underwater. It had not been long since William had been sitting by the pool when a boy arrived. He was around 18 years of age, had a well built body and rippling muscles. He seemed to be a bully. He asked William if he wanted to be thrown into the pool. With that, he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. I landed in a sitting position, swallowed water, and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. On the way down, I planned when my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface, the flat on it, and paddle to the edge of the pool. Tossed through wits intelligence. The boy picked William and threw him into the deep end of the swimming pool. William landed on the surface of the pool in the same position as he had been sitting. In his mouth was open, and as he did not know swimming, he swallowed water as he sank into the pool. He was frightened, but he used his intelligence and on his way down the pool planned to push himself up when he reached the bottom. He thought that he would make a big jump to the surface, lie on his back and swim to the edge of the pool. So in this explanation, what Douglas is saying that he was very young when he started learning swimming. But his childhood fear always came and made him afraid every time. It was inner struggle of William Douglas to fight to defeat that fear. In this explanation, he tried to share his emotions, his feelings, his fear with us, that it was not easy for him to learn swimming. He was not only afraid, he was very timid. He was not very courageous kind of person. He was always afraid. जब आपने इसको पढ़ना शुरू किया तो आपने देखा कि विलियम डगलस जब YMCA पूल ज्वाइन करते हैं, उनकी माँ उनको बहुत समझाती हैं कि या नदी जो याकिमा रिवर है वहाँ मत जाओ, वहाँ अक्सर लोग डूब जाते हैं। जब उन्होंने स्विमिंग सीखना शुरू किया तो उनको बचपन के जो हादसे उनके साथ पेश आए थे 2 बार, वो उनके सामने ख्वाब बन के आ जाते थे, डरावने ख्वाब की तरह, नाइटमेयर की तरह आ जाते थे, उनको डराते थे, बार बार उनको खौफजदा करते थे, वो डर जाते थे, और उसी की वजह से बहुत सारी गड़बड़ी होती थी। और लेकिन देखिए, इंसान के अंदर जब शिद्दत होती है किसी चीज़ को करने की तो वो कोशिश करने से कभी हारता नहीं, बार बार कोशिश करता रहता है। और यही कोशिश विलियम डगलस ने की। जब वो 3 या 4 साल के थे तो उनके साथ हादसा पेश आया, और वो हादसा क्या था, एक बच्चे के लिए हादसा था। वो हादसा था नहीं कि उनके फादर के साथ वो गए थे और जो पानी बहुत ज़बरदस्त वेव्स थी, उन्होंने उनको कवर कर लिया था पानी के अंदर, तो उनको ऐसा लगा कि जैसे कि वो उसमें दब गए, उनमें उनकी कब्र बन गई है, इतना डर गए थे। बहुत दिनों तक डरते रहे। जब वो 11 साल के थे, 10, 11, 12 साल के थे, तो उन्होंने पूल ज्वाइन किया। वहाँ पे उनके साथ क्या हादसा पेश आया कि एक लड़का, जो बड़ा लड़का था, जिसे बुली करने वाले बड़े लड़के होते हैं, उसने आके उनको, बैठे हुए थे पूल पे, अभी वो अपने पर तोल रहे थे, हिम्मत बढ़ा रहे थे कि जाएं जाएं जाएं, तब तक आके उठाकर उनको पानी में फेंक दिया। और हैरत ज़्यादा से जैसे मुंह खुला था वैसे ही खुले मुंह के साथ वो पानी में गिर जाते हैं। लेकिन ये एक चीज़ दिखाई है विलियम डगलस के बारे में, देखिए अच्छी चीज़ है कि वो जब उन पानी में वो उनको फेंका उसने, तो वो खौफज़दा तो होते हैं लेकिन अपने होश नहीं खो बैठते हैं। खौफ के मारे वो बेहोश नहीं होते हैं, अपने अक़ल को नहीं छोड़ देते हैं, अपने अक़ल का दामन नहीं छोड़ते हैं। पानी में अंदर जाते वक्त जब वो उनको पानी में फेंका है और वो जब अंदर तह में जा रहे हैं, नीचे ज़मीन की जब पानी की तह में जा रहे हैं, तो वो अपनी स्ट्रेटजी तैयार कर रहे हैं कि मुझे वापस कैसे बाहर आना है। और ये दिखा रहा है कि किसी भी मुश्किल हालत में अगर हम अपने अक़ल का दामन नहीं छोड़ते हैं तो हम रास्ता तलाश ही लेते हैं, हम बाहर निकलने का रास्ता ढूंढ ही लेते हैं। ये नामुमकिन नहीं होता है, अपने डर को हरा लेना नामुमकिन नहीं होता है, लेकिन ज़रूरी ये होता है कि हम उसके साथ साथ अपने दिमाग का, दिल और दिमाग में बैलेंस बना के, एक तवाज़ुन के साथ चलें। बैलेंस होगा तभी हम कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे, वरना दिल की तरह दिमाग भी हाथ पैर धो बैठेगा, हाँ अब तुम डूब रहे हैं, तो कैसे हो पाएगा। दिमाग ने ये सोचा कि मैं पानी में जा रहा हूँ, मैं जैसे ही सतह पे जाऊँगा वैसे ही ज़ोर से पैरों को उसको पुश करूँगा और पानी में जैसे बॉटल में से कॉर्क बाहर निकलती है प्रेशर से, वैसे ही मैं कॉर्क की तरह उछल के बाहर आ जाऊँगा। ये उनकी स्ट्रेटजी है। ये स्ट्रेटजी उनके कॉन्फिडेंस को, उनके अंदर के खौफ को दिखाती है। ये बताती है कि इंसान के अंदर जीने की, जब मौत सामने होती है तो एक बुज़दिल सा इंसान भी बहादुर हो जाता है, एक गाय भी सींग मारने लग जाती है। जब मौत इंसान के सामने दरवाजे पे खड़ी होती है तो इंसान उससे लड़ने के लिए अपने अक्ल शऊर, एक डरपोक आदमी बहादुर हो जाता है। जो कभी चूहा नहीं मार पाता वो भी शेर से लड़ जाता है। जब जान की बाजी, जब जान पे ख़तरा मंडराता नज़र आता है तो इंसान अपनी जान बचाने के लिए सब कुछ करने को तैयार हो जाता है। I hope you all understand my point, what I want to share with you, and I hope you all enjoy my videos. Keep watching my videos. I will come in my next video to explain furthermore passages of this chapter, Deep Water. Till then, take care of yourself, your family members, and study well. Keep watching. Thank you very much.